Hey, I'm Alex Ratcliffe from Board Game Co., and for the first time in 4 years, I am taking off next week. Sort of on several accounts. First of all, I don't know if it's exactly been 4 years, and also, I'm not really taking off so much as skipping a handful of videos. I've been doing YouTube since December 8th, I want to say. December 8th, 2019. Which, once you get to December 8th, 2024, that would be 5 years? That sounds right? The math on that checks out. Which means right about now, it's been 4 years and 9 months? Is that what we're at? I can't do the math quickly, but sounds about right. 4 years and 9 months. And I don't know exactly when I started doing a video every single day, but it was like 4 to 5 months into the channel. COVID had started, obviously. It was December of 2019. COVID was just becoming news like a month later. I started the channel right before COVID was becoming a thing. And that means that being alone, or, well, not alone, but being home all day, did mean that I shifted to doing daily videos pretty quickly. And then I just stuck with it. Because I have found in my life that consistency is very important. If you get used to doing things, you'll keep doing those things. If you stop doing those things consistently, you may stop doing the things. Consistency is the biggest motivator to continue to do things. It's inertia, momentum. Once you keep going, you don't stop. And so it's been very hard for me to ever not do a video. That combined with the fact that the algorithm theoretically punishes you when you don't do stuff the way you usually do. Theoretically, the YouTube algorithm will sit there and say, hey, you put up videos every single day. Well, you didn't put up videos for a few days now, which means we think you're gone, and we're going to go ahead and punish you, and it's going to take time for things to come back. And it's not strictly punishing, it's just trying to figure out the best way to serve as many videos to as many people as possible to keep people on the platform. But one of the side effects is it punishes a lack of consistency, which means taking breaks on YouTube is very tricky as far as how you navigate that. Which is why for the past 4 years plus, I have found that the best way to try to not fall apart every single minute is to have as many videos in the queue as possible so that I'm always working with a backlog. At any given point, I have between 40 to 70 videos ready to go. The tricky part is not all those videos can go up at different points. You may or may not have tracked it, but I do have a schedule on the channel. And the schedule is basically on Sunday, I do some sort of topical or monthly video. Monday is 2 back and not to back, and as well as if you're over on Patreon or Ko-Fi, Unfair and Unbalanced. Tuesday is going to be 3 reviews, previews, gameplays, or unboxings, anything in the dedicated game category. Wednesday is usually a top 10 list, but can sometimes be something topical instead. Thursday is once again 3 videos in the review, gameplay, all of that. But also Thursday usually has the weekly live, if I did a weekly live that week. Friday is usually a monthly video. Meaning either something like, games leaving the collection, a deluxification video. It's usually one of my monthly series. And then Saturday is week in review, plus 2 more in the dedicated video category. Which means with 3, usually basically what works out is on any given week, I'm doing around 14 videos. And from those 14, 3 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday, and 2 on Friday are dedicated around a specific game. And the others are more general, topical, top 10 lists, 2 back and not to back, all of that. That's kind of the schedule I've had for a very long time. Now, some of those can be prepped for. Games I'm reviewing, previews, gameplays, those can be done in advance. Top 10 lists can sometimes be done in advance, although sometimes those are done in advance to embarrassing outcomes. There was one time I did top 10 games that should be in the BGG top 1,000, and then I waited 2 months and I put it up, and 3 of the 10 games I suggested to be in the top 1,000 were now in the top 1,000. Sometimes if you push the list off long enough, you can have side effects. Sometimes lists get pushed off for a very, very, very long time. In fact, you're going to see one next week. Next week, I'm going to have a Rambling About the Future video. I think it's going up Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, but it's one of my days off, so to speak. Is it going up Sunday? I have to check when it's going up. I have a video going up some point next week called Rambling About the Future that I filmed 2 years ago, maybe even 3 years ago. I think I filmed it 3 years ago. I filmed it in anticipation of going to WSBG, the World Series of Board Gaming. It was one of the videos I prepped in advance, so I had something, and I filmed it like 3 months beforehand, and then it's been 3.5 years and it never went up. So sometimes videos just go in the past and they go into this infinite spiral of when they're going to show up, and in this case, you're going to see one of those. The point is, I can kind of be ahead on some things, but I can't be ahead on everything. The Week in Review is a time-sensitive video. 2 Back and Not to Back is a time-sensitive video. Upcoming Kickstarter campaigns is a time-sensitive video. There are videos that I do that are time-sensitive, and I'm frequently trying to juggle all the things in my life to try to get them done in the right time as opposed to being able to pre-slot them. And then in general, videos will often get adapted so that I have the comfort of a fallback and then also being able to do things that I need to. So for example, if on Thursday I have 3 review videos going up, they might be whatever review videos I have in the backlog, but then if I sit down and film something that's new, I'll go ahead and replace them because I got it done. But but I didn't have the pressure because if I didn't get it done, I had a fallback. And this is all me just trying to juggle. How do you do 14 videos a week for 4 years? Although, to be fair, I didn't do 14. I haven't missed a day without a video in roughly 4 years, 4.5 years, somewhere in that range. But I haven't always done 14 videos a week. There was a point where I just did 7 videos a week, and then I tried finding more space to do more videos, and I always tried to balance not overwhelming the audience, which is why I've had a rule. There's not a single day where I do more than 3 videos, and I hope to never break that, but even 3 videos a day is a lot, and I'm trying to keep it less so, not more so. Anyways, this is a long preamble, which is the things I usually kind of do. Next week, there's only going to be a small change. Instead of 14 videos next week, I'm going to have 10. I'm going to be skipping 4 videos. I think it's Sunday. Again, I have to double check when I'm doing the rambling about the future one. Maybe I pushed it off a week. I'm not sure. But I have Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday will not have videos. And then is it Saturday that I'm skipping to? I don't know exactly where it is. All I know for sure is that, interesting. Because Monday won't. No, Sunday has a video. Monday's missing 2. There we go. Sunday is going to have my Rambling with the Future for the past from 2.5 years ago. Enjoy that video. Monday, I'm skipping my 2 back and not to back and my unfair and unbalanced. So one of those is again a member video, a Patreon video. That basically what I do is, if you don't know this already, if you are a member over on Patreon or Ko-Fi, I have a companion video to 2 back and not to back called Unfair and Unbalanced, in which I try to convince you not to back any of the games we just covered. It's designed to try to save you money. It's one of the reasons I started backing less, because the more I would do that video, the more I'd be like, I should not be backing some of these games. So it worked, if that helps. But as far as, so Monday's gonna be missing 2 videos, Wednesday's gonna be missing 1 video, and Friday's gonna be missing 1 video. So instead of doing 14 videos, I will be doing only 10. But I'll also be missing videos, which you may never have noticed. I possibly could have just not said a thing, and maybe you would never have noticed. Somebody would have. There's always that one person who pays a lot of attention and realizes when the videos are a half hour late. And to you, by the way, thank you. I appreciate the level of attention you have. But some of you may never have noticed. But for me, it's a big deal. For me, it's a big deal to skip a day, or in this case, 3 days and 4 videos. It gives me a little bit of room to breathe. The reason I'm doing it is because it gives me a little room to breathe. This past 2 weeks have been very overwhelming for me. Nothing going on, nothing going on outside the realm of normal. All that's happening is a bunch of games lined up as far as when they had to be covered in way too close of a window. Like just a bunch of separate games, just boom, in a 2 week period, I had like 12 games I had to get covered for certain deadlines. And usually I just don't have that work out that way. It just did work out that way, which means I've been a little panicked and a little busy, and I was like, you know what, I could spend the rest of this week being on top of having a video up for every single day I'm gone, or for the first time in 4 years I can give myself a break. And I'm choosing the latter. I'm choosing to give myself a break, not even for the 4 videos it buys me today, but more so for the fact that I might start doing this more often. Not actually taking full breaks, because I don't want to, frankly. I don't want to. I love what I do. I enjoy doing videos. I enjoy playing the games. I enjoy filming them. I enjoy talking with them. I enjoy this job that you have all been so gracious to give me, effectively. But I think sometimes there are times where I need to vent the pressure a little bit. I need to take the lid off the pot and just let a little bit of steam escape, just so everything can be totally fine. And giving myself permission to do it today is a big deal that I haven't done in a very long time. And again, part of it's just giving myself the permission. Part of it is saying, the algorithm gods be damned. What'll happen will happen. What won't happen won't happen. At the end of the day, I rely primarily, Patreon and Ko-Fi are bigger sources of channel support than YouTube ads could ever be. I find most of the way I support myself through YouTube is going to come through Patreon and Ko-Fi. And YouTube ads helps. It definitely does. But I have to make decisions that are good for my mental health. I have to prioritize not feeling like I have to do everything all the time, which is a problem I have and probably always will have. And so next week, I'm just not filming 4 of those videos. But past that, it's a regular lineup. There'll be videos there'll be an old 2.5-year-old video on Sunday going up. If you want a blast from the past kind of video, enjoy that. There'll be videos on Tuesday covering Deliverance and Story of Many and a whole bunch of games. And then there'll be I don't know. I have to go take a look. I have to take a look at the schedule and see what else there is. But there's a lot of things, and I'm just trying to figure out the best way to stay semi-ahead of everything before I leave town for a week to WSBG, which by the time you're watching this will be, I guess, very, very soon. Anyways, that's kind of what's happening over here. Just kind of a small update that I am loosely taking off a few days for other stuff. Anyways, that's it. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you watching and sticking around and all that stuff. I love what I do, and I can only do what I do because of you. So thank you for that. In any case, until next time, I'm Alex Radcliffe from Board Game Co. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I hope you have a good one.